morning, Parkland. It's Wednesday, and we survived yesterday's blizzard. No snow in sight today. Nah, just kidding. We're probably going to get some. The weather will be cloudy and 43 degrees. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. It's that time for the aerospace fact of the day. Mrs. Contrell sent us an email this morning. She wrote, "Good morning, Parkland. What is meant by the dark side of the moon, and how is it different from any other part of the moon? Well, Panthers, if you are into classic rock, you may have heard of Pink Floyd's album, Dark Side of the Moon. But that isn't the one we're talking about this morning. Watch this video and find out about the real dark side of the moon."
In 1959, the Soviet spacecraft Luna 3 beamed back images of something Earthlings had never before seen, the far side of the moon. We always see the same old side of the moon because the moon rotates exactly once on its axis each time it orbits Earth. If it weren't spinning at all, we'd get at least one 360-degree view of its surface with each lap. If it were spinning twice as fast, we'd also see the moon's entire surface more than once per orbit. But instead, our moon's motions, like the spin and orbit of most other moons in our solar system, are remarkably in perfect sync. This wasn't always the case. Our best guess is that our own moon formed due to a massive asteroid impact, and its initial spin and dizzying 10-hour orbit were almost certainly not in sync with each other, though we don't know which was faster. At such close range, Earth's gravity deformed the moon into a slight oval, with one of its bulges facing Earth. Those bulges quickly swung out of alignment thanks to the moon's asynchronous spin and orbit, but Earth's gravity continually squeezed them back again. What's more, this gravitational tugging would have influenced the moon's rotation rate. If it was spinning more than once per orbit, Earth would pull at a slight angle against the moon's direction of rotation, slowing its spin. If the moon was spinning less than once per orbit, Earth would have pulled the other way, speeding its rotation. Whatever the case, it took just 1,000 years for the Earth's pull to adjust the moon's spin enough that one rotation of the moon corresponded to one trip around the Earth, leaving one side forever locked facing away. We do end up seeing some of that far side because the moon's elliptical orbit gives us peaks beyond its average eastern and western horizons, and its tilted axis causes moon seasons, revealing more of the lunar north or south poles. But those glimpses only add up to an extra 9%, leaving 41% of the moon hidden from Earth. Satellites, starting with Luna 3, have allowed us to map the rest, but it's safe to say that our relationship with the moon is still pretty one-sided.
For some Parkland news.
Thanks, Maria. Weight training will only meet today. It will not meet tomorrow. Civil Air Patrol meets at regular time. Boys leadership, you will meet today in room 1215 after school. See Mr. Flanagan if you have any questions. Girl Tech will meet today after school. If you are interested in Anime Club, it will meet tomorrow from 3 to 4. See Miss CEO if you have any questions about Anime Club or Girl Tech. Super Sci U will be meeting tomorrow in room 2028. Bring your flash drive and membership forms. Any questions, see Dr. Cohen Friday afternoon. It's the time to show off your dance moves at SGA Dance from 3 to 4. The dance is free, you just have to have a ride home. Finally, if you are interested in nominating a convention for the student member of the board, see Ms. Stellader for more details. The convention takes place on February 22nd. Now here's Shania to tell us about a famous cat and a mouse duo that premiered 76 years ago this week.
Thank you, Angela. 76 years ago, the world was introduced to Tom and Jerry. The cartoons are about the rivalry between a cat, Tom, and a mouse, Jerry, mainly including slapstick comedy. In its original run, Hanna-Barbera produced 114 cartoons for MGM from 1940 to 1957. During this time, they won 7 Academy Awards for animated short film, tying for first place with Walt Disney's Silly Symphonies, with the most awards in the category. A number of spin-offs have been made, including the television series The Tom and Jerry Show, The Tom and Jerry Comedy Show, Tom and Jerry Kids, Tom and Jerry Tales, and, well, that's it. The first feature-length film based on the series, The Tom and Jerry the Movie, was released in 1992. Check out this clip of their Academy-winning short, Yankee Doodle Mouse. Say happy birthday to these students today.
Happy birthday to you. Oh yeah, happy birthday to you. Hippo. Happy birthday to
Thanks, Janaya. According to Dalai Lama, happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. What are you going to do to make yourself happy today? Have a great hump day, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye!
And I know she'll be the death of me.